Hey guys! Today we're going to talk about winter hair care. Now, in most parts of the country, it's starting to get a little cold and very brisk. And in these winter months, we tend to wear very heavy coats made out of materials such as wools, cottons, polyesters, fabrics like that. And they keep us really warm and snuggly and cozy, right? But the problem with that is that all of our hair, when we're putting it down and it's touching those fibers and those fabrics, guess what? Those fibers and fabrics are really harsh, and they're causing our hair to potentially shed, to break. Those of us with dry hair, it's causing moisture to be sucked out of our hair because those are literally moisture sucking fabrics. Those of you with oily hair, when you wear your hair down on those sorts of coats and materials like that from sweaters and so forth, it can cause your hair to shed. It can just cause all sorts of issues. So what I want you guys to do is, in the winter, when you're wearing these really cool coats and sweaters and fabrics and things like that, just wear your hair up if you can. If you can wear your hair up, go ahead and do that. Right now I have what I call a protective style in my head. So I have something called Havana twists. And as you can see, my hair is up, right? So if I were to wear a coat right now, it would not touch that material and thus cause my hair to break off. If you cannot wear your hair up, or if you're just really feeling kind of sassy and you want to wear your hair down, go ahead and make sure that you get a satin or silk scarf. Now this goes for all hair types, okay? Get a satin or silk scarf and just wrap it around the collar of your coat. So that way, when your hair is down, your hair is not touching those fibers and it's not causing shedding, breakage. Even frizz can occur sometimes in the wintertime when hair touches those sorts of really harsh fabrics, okay? So, you know, it can completely match your outfit, or you can just get one that's kind of a neutral pattern or color. But make sure, if you're gonna wear your hair down, that you wear a satin or silk scarf around your collar to keep your hair looking great and keep it intact and keep breakage away, shedding, so forth and so on. Okay, so now let's talk about moisture. You want to make sure that you're moisturizing your hair regularly, and we've talked about this several times, but moisture is so key for dry hair, especially in the winter when it's really cold outside and the brisk winds are causing our hair to be even drier than normal. Okay, so make sure again that your moisturizer is a good moisturizer, and all good moisturizers have water as one of the first ingredients, if not the very first ingredient. Okay, now deep conditioning. You want to make sure that you deep condition at least once a month, no matter what your hair type is, okay? If you are already deep conditioning a lot, that's great. Fantastic, keep it up. However, for those of you who haven't been deep conditioning very often, and you know who you are, make sure that you increase your deep conditioning regimen, okay? At least once a month is what you want. Even better if you can do it twice a month. Okay, so what you can use to thoroughly moisturize your hair is the Naturalicious Moisture Infusion Styling Cream. This has water as the first ingredient. It does not leave any buildup. It leaves your hair very soft, very nice. Even if you have locks, or if your hair isn't completely super dry all the time, even if it's just a little dry, you can still use that to style and moisturize your hair at the same time, okay? So you want to make sure that you are constantly moisturizing. If you moisturize every other day now, you want to increase it to every day, perhaps. If you moisturize your hair every day, you may want to increase it to twice a day. It's very difficult to over moisturize your hair, okay? So make sure that you are getting that moisture in, because especially in the winter, your hair is going to be a lot drier, okay? So what you can use very easily and very quickly to deep condition your hair while detoxifying it of any toxins or pollutants or even bad ingredients from other products that you've been using is to use the Naturalicious Moroccan Rasoul 5-in-1 Clay Treatment. Now what this does is it allows you to wash, condition, deep condition, leave-in condition, and detangle your hair all at one time, which is fantastic, right? So typically what you would do is you would just get in the shower, wet your hair, put the product on, massage it through, detangle and rinse out, and you're good to go. You've done all 5 of those steps. But what you can do, and I suggest that you do this in the wintertime, is to leave it on a little bit longer to really get in there and deep condition even further, okay? So what you're going to do is you get in the shower, you know, do the whole thing like I just said, get in the shower, wet your hair, put it in, massage it through, detangle, and then instead of rinsing out, go ahead and put a plastic shower cap, step out of the shower first, put a plastic shower cap on top of your head and just let it marinate for about 30 minutes or so. If you have a hooded dryer or a heat cap, even better, sit under that for about 30 minutes, let it really get in there and do its work and really strengthen your hair, and then just get out and rinse it out. Okay, so that's what you can use to deep condition your hair in the wintertime. It's great. You really, really, really want to make sure that you are really deep conditioning on a regular basis, especially in the winter. So protective styling. Protective styling is so important no matter what your hair type is. So a lot of people with dry hair, we talk about protective styling all the time, but oily hair people also really need to consider protective styling their hair in the wintertime as well. Now, what is a protective style? A protective style is any hairstyle that requires very low manipulation, typically where the ends of your hair are tucked in some sort of way so that they're not exposed to the elements or exposed to harsh materials like I mentioned earlier, like coats and sweaters and things like that, okay? So because breakage occurs at the ends, the protective styles allow your ends to be tucked under or tucked in some sort of way so that your hair doesn't shed or break or whatever, and therefore throughout the winter you actually retain more length, and by the time the winter's over, oftentimes if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you'll find that your hair has gotten much longer. Okay, so what I have going on right now with my hair, these are called Havana twists, okay, for those of you unfamiliar with them. This is a protective style. So I have hair added in here right now. And I typically wear my hair in protective styles in the wintertime just because of the harsh elements outside, because I live in Michigan and it's very, very cold. So I have hair added in, and I've just twisted my hair up in the added in hair. And so my ends are very, very protected. Not only do I have my hair inside the added hair, which is protecting my hair, but I also have all of the hair, my hair and the added in hair, up in this bun. Okay, so there's no chance whatsoever of my hair even potentially grazing any harsh materials or anything like that, because my hair is up in this bun and it's not down. So another really great protective style option is curly clips. Now, I ran across curly clips online few months ago, and I contacted the owner and I was just like, oh my gosh, I think this is such a great idea. And so she and I got to be really cool, and she's just really awesome. And I encourage you guys to, try curly clips and see how you like them. But what I want to do is just show them to you today. So curly clips are these like wefts of hair. And what I like about them is that they are specifically made for curly and coily hair textures. And unlike a weave, it actually has these little clips in them. So you literally just clip them in and clip them out of your hair, right? Which makes it really easy to keep your real hair moisturized and protected in the winter months, okay? So that's really cool. Unlike, like I said, a weave, where weaves, they're sewn in temporarily, or God forbid they're glued in. Please don't glue in any weaves into your hair. But those of you who wear weaves, more than likely they're sewn in, and you can't really wash your hair as thoroughly as you should be able to, right? So what curly clips allows you to do is still have that added in hair for either a bad hair day, or if you just want to have, a little bit fuller hair, or if your twist out isn't looking so good or whatever. If you just want to protect your hair in the winter months, you can use these clips and you can just clip them in and go, and you can clip them out and moisturize your hair at night and do whatever you want to do. Okay, so those are really, really cool protective style options. All right. Okay guys, that's all for now. I'll talk to you guys soon. Make sure you email me if you have any questions at gwen@naturalicious.net, and reach out to me with any hair questions. I want to make sure that I'm answering everything that you guys need and specifically want to know about your hair. So don't hesitate and don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Bye.